Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance, and today is going to be a little different 6-12-25 workout for the arms. I'm not going to be doing the triceps portion because I got some insane soreness going on from yesterday's vertical 6-12-25, which I was a day late doing that one because I messed up my schedule a little bit, and I need the triceps to be a little more fresh for when I do the chest and back 6-12-25 on Saturday. So today it's going to be biceps, and then I'm going to also do some grip work, and I'll show what I'm doing in terms of the grip. So if you like this type of content I've been putting out in terms of the vlogs, as well as other content like yesterday's video on a breakdown analysis of the block starts of some of Canada's top 100-meter sprinters, which I'm going to post either up here or here. I never know which side it goes on. Please take a moment now to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below, especially if you've been getting any value from these, or you yourself have any questions. In that video for the block starts, you're going to see me break it down from a technical aspect, as well as seeing where even some elite sprinters, there's sub 10-second runners on the men's side, so that's world class, and sub 11-second runners on the women's side, so again, world class. And even they have places that they can improve, that in that first 10 meters is going to help them improve their 100-meter time, so that when they cross the line, they're setting new Canadian records potentially. Anyways, time to hop into this biceps workout. Okay, so for this workout today, what I have is reverse curls, so 6 reps, 12 hammer curls, standing dumbbell, and then I've got 25 incline dumbbell curls, fully supinated with some fat grips added onto the dumbbells. So, time to get going with the first set. All right, so the 2 working sets I filmed was the first and the third one. I just completely fumbled the bag on the second one, but here, if you notice, I'm keeping things almost identical between all the way through the workout. The big thing I was trying to focus on here was ensuring that 4-second or 4 count going down and trying not to sway too much to keep everything kind of squared up nicely. And the hammer curls, this is where things got really started to get hard. The first set wasn't so bad. There was a little discomfort in the left elbow, so that's a little bit of carryover from the triceps yesterday, as well as just they've just been worked a little bit. And then you can see I was starting to swing more and more on the third set. That's just trying to get the weight going. And here with the incline curls, added the fat grips, a little bit harder on the grip, while at the same time not needing as much weight. But with 25 reps, it can't really do that much weight. So a way to make things a little bit tougher is just add the fat grips to it. As you'll notice, the first set, I could kind of just keep on going and going and going, whereas set 3, I have to keep taking little pauses, and I strategically pause at the top. The reason for this, it's a lot easier to pause there than at the bottom in the stretch position. So this allows me, okay, a couple breaths, then I can keep on going. So there, you see, okay, finished the first set, and the third set, I'm still going, and I'm still going, and still going, and finally, after gritting down and biting down. So next I'm going to do a couple exercises just strictly for grip. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is a compound set. So what I'm going to do at first is using a barbell. I'm going to be doing some wrist curls with that, both pronated grips. So I'm going to be holding overhand, and I'm going to be curling the weight up. And then as soon as I get to as many reps as I can, I'm trying to get 8 to 10 reps here. I'm then just going to hold the bar for a count of, I'm going to try to go 20 seconds. So this is going to get tough real quick. So by doing the wrist curls before, I'm pre-fatigued. I'm shortening the forearm pretty intensely with each rep of that. And then afterwards, when it's already pre-fatigued from that, I'm just trying to hold on and not let the fingers unfurl. So we got what, 185 on the bar? And now the big thing I'm focusing on when I'm doing these, yeah, I end up shrugging a little bit as I'm kind of doing the wrist curl. But that's a factor of as things are kind of contracting and pulling, everything's kind of shortening up. But yeah, the main thing I was trying to do is just the wrist curl, but the shrug ends up happening 2 for 1. Then just holding on here. This first set, honestly, wasn't all that tough. Like, I took a look just to make sure like it was actually not resting on the supports at all. So it felt good overall in the first. So by doing this, I'm working 2 different things here. One, I'm working just that concentric strength, which by doing the wrist curl itself, I'm building up the strength of being able to close my hand and whatnot. So it's a little bit of that crushing strength type, but because I'm doing it in a wrist curl fashion, I'm also isometrically still holding my grip shut. And then when I go into just that hold, I'm working on the strength endurance of my grip. and working on overall just that grip strength endurance. A lot of people lack that. And that's one of the things that we see in society. People can't hold on to things as long. They can't hold on in general. They don't have as much grip strength. And what we've now seen in literature is grip strength is now a predictor of longevity. So for everyone out there, male and female, improve your grip, and it's shown to extend life a little bit. That's what the correlation has now been shown to be. So on to the second set here. I will admit, my forearms hurt. Now this second set of it, as you can see, okay, the forearms, they're pretty torched already. I'm looking down at it to be like, what the fuck is wrong? Because it just started to get really hard, and then almost immediately with the hold, it was tough right from the outset. You can see a little strain in the forehead and the face, and it's letting go right there. I can't. Whew. So right at the end there, you can see my hands started to open up a little bit more and more. That's going to be the grip endurance is starting to go. And also because I'm going double overhand here, and after already doing the wrist curls, when you double overhand, the bar wants to somewhat rotate out of your hand. Just the way life is. Gravity's trying to pull it down, and it's trying to rotate to get out of your hand. And after doing those wrist curls, I've put a little rotation into the bar, so there's a little bit harder hold on for that. All right, so the next grip exercise I'm going to do, I'm just grabbing the spring collars from the end of the barbell. And what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just trying to close my hand basically. It's crushing grip. You can get other spring-loaded things called Captains of Crush. Multiple companies make different variations of them. They basically look the exact same as this, only they have little knurled handles at the end, and you're just trying to close them. It's the exact same principle here. So this is something where if you're a beginner, you can do this. If you struggle to get the clips on the end of the bar, start off with this. Like I'm doing it after already doing the heavy wrist curls. So my forearms right now, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they're pretty jacked up right now. They're pretty pumped up. So what I'm going to be doing here is set of 30. I'm just going to be opening and closing my fingertips and pushing in with the base of my palm here. So just get both in the same spot in my hands. Oh, the hardest part is actually getting it in the right spot, and then just opening and closing. Oh, this one doesn't want to stay in the right spot. There we go. The hardest thing I'm having trouble with is getting it to stay in the right spot. There we go. Now it's just open and close. This one in the right hand does not want to cooperate, which causes the left one not to cooperate. So this is just working that crushing grip. You can also change hand positions. There we go, now we're in. So these will want to slide in your hands as they're doing to me right now. There. So all you're really doing with that, you're just opening and closing. And if you watch the form as happening, so I'll actually get a little closer. So as it's happening, the form is opening it. Form is opening and closing it. So you can see all the muscle here pulling in to close it. So one way as well that you can kind of solve that issue of it sliding in your hand, get one hand set up, and then just using the other hand, you just loop it in, and you just keep it there while you're doing the set. This way it prevents it from sliding through your hand, and you can really focus on just doing the set. And then you just go and go and go, and then once you're done the number of reps you're targeting, you just go and you switch to the other side. This way as well, it can protect your fingers from potentially any like steel flakes that might be coming off the clips, and you can keep it in the same position in your hand. The other nice thing when you're doing it like this, you can also change your hand position, because your hand position will change. Like if your arm is straight, if your arm is up, if your arm is down, if it's bent at 90 degrees, it's all going to change a little bit in the recruitment of the forearm. So I like to kind of move around a little bit as it starts to burn when I'm doing something just like this. Okay, so that's everything for today's arm workout. Yes, I only did the 6-12-25 for biceps to give my triceps a little bit of extra rest before Saturday's chest and back workout, and I put in the grip training instead today. It's something, honestly, we can do a little bit of grip work every day of the week. Yes, you could do 7 days a week of grip work. You just change how you're doing it. Whether that's you're working on the crushing grip, you're working on strength endurance, you're doing forearm flexion, so like wrist curls and stuff, you cycle through those different things and you can do it every day. If you'd like and you want to see a full 7-day cycle or 5-day cycle of grip training, let me know in the comments below and I'll put one out. My post-workout is going to be the usual: 1 scoop of ATP Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of the greens and reds whole food mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you would like to get 10% off an order from ATP Labs, go to the link in the description below, atplab.com, and use code RISLING10, that's RISLING10 at checkout to get 10% off. This is good in both Canada and the US. If you got any value from whether it's the biceps portion or from the grip training I did today, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below with any comments you have or questions you may have, as well as if you want want me to put together that grip program. Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance. Go get a grip on things and embrace your potential.